we were here.
Well, I think there may have been, we didn't clarify, we didn't state right up front there's a no preaching rule, but we really wanted to hear their feedback, even if some of it was a little bit lengthier than we thought it would be. Speaking of feedback, I wonder if we have any callers coming in. Ed.
Caller, are you there? Hello.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you picked up.
Yes, indeed. What's your name, caller?
My name's Rich. I'm a Christian. I used to be an atheist. And I had a question for you guys. I was wondering if you could answer it.
Go right ahead, Rich. Are you calling from Florida?
No, I'm calling from California.
Okay. What part of California?
Southern California. I'm over
All
here.
right.
You know where Los Angeles is at, where we get free lighting from the police helicopters every Friday night?
That's a great description. So,
I used to live in Huntington Beach.
Joe used to live down there. So, Rich, you have a question for us. Go right ahead.
Yes, and I want to say I love your guys' show because I believe it's bringing a lot of people to Christianity. I actually play your show to some of my atheist buddies, and we agree to disagree agreeably on a lot of things. But here's what I see. I was listening to your show. I do enjoy your show, even though I'm a Christian and I disagree with everything. But what I see a problem is why atheists are having a problem getting people to believe in the humanist religion of atheism is that there is no proof or evidence that atheism is accurate and correct. And here's the question. Every time I ask an atheist to provide proof and evidence that atheism is accurate and correct, they cannot provide it, except you guys on your show, you have said that proof and evidence is important. So here's what I would like to ask. Here's the question.
Go right ahead. We're waiting.
Without answering the question with the question, which atheists always tend to do when I ask this question, here's the question. Notice I just said it, and he goes, do we? So here's the question. What proof or evidence can you guys provide that atheism is accurate and correct? And let's see if you can do it without asking a question with the question. And then I'll tell you how you did.
That's a fair condition, I think.
I think so, because there was no proof or
Rick,
evidence when I looked for it. That's why I left the humanist religion of atheism. But go ahead, I'll listen.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, since I'm going first, the atheism accurate and correct. Well,
what proof? No, was what proof or evidence? What proof or
certainly.
evidence?
The evidence. First, we have to make sure we understand what atheism is, because you keep talking about the humanist religion of atheism, and I think you don't know what you're talking about. You say you were an atheist. You seem to have a very
atheism's not humanism?
Atheism's not humanism? You want me to answer? Go ahead and let me.
Go ahead. What proof or evidence?
Give me a chance to answer first. We have to make sure we're talking about the same thing, Rich, or otherwise we're only going to be talking past one another.
Whatever way you want to, listen, whatever way you want to define it, all I'm saying is what proof or evidence do you have that atheism is accurate and correct?
Fair enough.
It's a very simple question. Try not to hem and haw and avoid the question. Just simply answer it. You should have all kinds of proof and evidence. But I've been on about a minute, and I haven't heard anything.
If you give me a moment to answer, I will do so. Are you ready?
Ahead. I'm ready. I'm on the edge of my chair. You'll be the first atheist ever to answer it.
Don't fall off. Very well. We won't touch on your definition. I'll give you my definition.
No, any definition. Atheism's madness. So who cares what the definition is? It's madness. But go ahead and go for it. I'll listen to see what.
I really appreciate your listening. So atheism is exactly no more, no less than not having a belief in God. The evidence that atheism is correct for me is that I, through introspection, I know for a fact that I do not have any belief in a God. Therefore, I'm an atheist. Atheism is a description.
Where's your proof of that? Where's the proof and evidence?
My proof that I'm an atheist?
Where's your proof and evidence?
You want me to prove that
Where's
I'm
your proof
an
and
atheist?
evidence that you're avoiding the question? See, typical atheist with the spine of spaghetti. What proof or evidence do you have that atheism is accurate and correct? I asked the second time.
The problem, Rich, is that we're atheists because of the lack of evidence for a God.
So there's lack of evidence for atheists. So what proof or evidence do you have that atheism is accurate and correct?
Okay, no, please. He's talking enough already.
Third time.
Rich, I have answered your question because you keep interrupting me.
Where's the proof? You didn't supply any proof. You failed miserably on live radio to provide any proof or evidence that atheism is accurate and correct.
No, this does remind me of last night a little bit. Let's try this without you interrupting. Will you allow me to complete a sentence?
As
Yes or
long
no?
as the next words out of your sweet, lovable atheist mouth is proof and evidence, we, the world, if we're going to risk denying Jesus Christ and we're going to have to believe in some other type of proof or evidence, you guys are going to have to supply more proof and evidence than Jesus Christ supplied. And what is so good about atheism, where's the proof and evidence of atheism that would allow a rational person like me, an ex-atheist, who got two things? I got a brain, and I read the Bible. I got a heart, and I humbled myself when I confessed I'm a sinner. So I'm not hearing any proof or evidence that atheism is accurate.
I know you're not hearing. You're not taking a pause to breathe. From my point
Go
of view.
ahead.
Now that you've answered,
Just try not to go off on a tangent.
You were, Rich, you said define atheism as I did.
No, I did not say define atheism. See, you're lying. Play back the audio. I said, what proof or evidence do you have? Don't lie.
We have this recorded.
How
You can
unfair.
listen to it later and hear what you said.
Yeah, play it back. I
Atheism.
never said define atheism. I said, what proof or evidence do you have that atheism is accurate and correct? And I'm going to be really quiet,
Rich,
and I'm going to listen to the proof and evidence. Go
okay. Atheism is lack of belief in a God. When I say that atheism is correct, I mean that I don't have any belief in God. Do you understand that so far? Yes or no only, please.
I understand you haven't supplied any proof or
Thank you.
evidence. Yes, I understand you haven't supplied any proof or
Give me
evidence.
a-
Yes,
give me
I
a
understand
chance.
you haven't supplied proof or evidence. So
Good
where
Lord,
is it,
this
though?
man's repetitive. Okay. The
There's
evidence
someone else
that
on the
I-
line that could at least answer the question.
Rich, first of all, the evidence that I don't believe in God is my say-so. I'm saying I don't believe in God because I know that for a fact. The same way if you ask someone, what's your favorite ice cream?
How do you know
they
it for a
say,
fact?
They say it's vanilla.
Where's your proof?
What's your
Where's your proof that
your
you know it
favorite
for a
ice cream is
fact?
vanilla? What is your proof that your favorite ice cream is vanilla? Can you prove
Where's your
that?
proof
Do you
for
have
a fact?
evidence for it?
Where's
Rich,
your
you're
proof?
wasting your time.
Listen, we want proof and evidence.
I can
You
give
have
you proof if
failed
you ask me a
miserably.
mathematical
Listen,
question.
my sweet
you have a
lovable atheist.
mathematical question
This
for me,
is
Rich.
why I left the madness of atheism. It is based on faith,
I really doubt that he
100% faith.
This man doesn't
He
even
doesn't understand it.
what atheism
He
is.
doesn't. If he
But
was
I
atheist,
think
he
You
would
guys
understand
seem like
the
you're
concept.
pretty upset now. We have shaken the foundations of
Actually, you're the
atheism.
one who
Now that the
stopped.
whole world
You're the one who-
and everyone on your show knows there is no proof or evidence for atheism. Someone please supply it.
I can say the same thing for Christianity.
Now we're going to give Frank an opportunity to speak. So, Rich, zip it.
It's just a matter of lack
As long
of
as am I going to have a chance to talk after Frankie boy here?
Just cut him off. We're going to let Frank talk.
Oh, running from the debate.
No. You're
All
not.
right, bye.
You're
Well,
not
am I going to have a
even-
chance to talk after
You
Frank?
run the show. Just
You called in to ask us what we think.
mute him. You can mute
No,
him.
rather than
I asked what
trying to
proof or
express what you
evidence.
think.
Proof
Okay,
and
here it
evidence.
comes. Stand by.
Go ahead, Frank.
We have come to our conclusion that there is no God because of the lack of evidence. You know, extraordinary claims like they got in the Bible require extraordinary explanations. And we haven't seen hardly any explanations at all that aren't just drawn from fables. So we have come to the conclusion that there is no God, and everything that happens to man is either accomplished by man or is destroyed by man. There is no God there to guide us.